Filthy Lots live weekly panel discussion show coming to you live from North Vancouver on the traditional territories of the Squamish Nation. We'd like to recognize the privilege to work, play, and create on these beautiful lands, and we encourage you at home on Twitch in the chat or afterwards on YouTube in the comments below to comment with what traditional territories you are watching from. If you don't know, look it up. I'm Trevor Gemma. This is Roz Young. Returning as captain of the Starship chat room is Ash Turner.
Hi.
And normally we kick things off with nerd news, but we're going to jump right into introducing our panel. So today, joining us, we have Kevin and special guest Erin Tipple. Woo! Welcome to the show, and thanks for coming in.
Yeah, glad to be here.
So we do normally kick things off with nerd news, and there is one thing I do want to talk about, but I figured we can all talk about it. Is that they announced that Netflix is canceling Cowboy Bebop after one season.
Fair.
And, you know, we were talking about it.
Fair.
Man, why is it so against the show?
I love the anime series, and you know what? The world building was great, and I just feel like they took the story in a different direction and butchered it.
Butchered?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn.
I don't know. Big personal, I really love the anime.
Strong words.
Man, I just, yeah.
Okay, butchered might be a very strong term, but I just feel it wasn't very accurate to the actual story that was supposed to portray. I don't know.
Okay.
Erin?
Yeah, I made it through the intro. I really wanted to like it too. Like I went in being like, oh, I'm so excited for this. I'm just about to binge this whole series, and I didn't think the stunts were very good, and I kept comparing it in my mind to Scott Pilgrim vs. the World because I love Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and I'm like, that's how you do over the top well. And but
I think Scott Pilgrim was even more over the top.
It was, but it
right?
was like, I think it was really well done.
Further?
I think it was just had to do with where they decided to make like pauses and where they decided to go over the top and where they brought it down a bit. I just don't think, I don't think that the choices in that regard done well, but I love the actors. I really wanted to like it. And I was just like, oh.
I don't know. There's one thing I loved about the anime was essentially each episode was its own thing.
Yeah.
Beginning is like, hey, we're out of money. We're eating bean sprouts. Oh, there's a really cool bounty. All right, we'll go for it. Crazy story and like existential stuff, kind of related stuff where you kind of get you the thought-provoking stuff, and then ends is like, we're still out of money, so I guess we'll move on to the next one, and the next episode starts.
Yeah. Right,
but the live-action one like focused a lot on bringing like a lot of elements in. Like Vicious was the main character apparently, and like and Julia is I don't know, like I don't know how that ended. Sorry, I know how it ended, but it's one of those things like that's not what
the whole thing.
That's not what actually happened.
Starts to have a more serialized plot over time too, where Vicious shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He shows up, but by no means
as the intro.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm alone on this, and now I know why it's canceled. But shit, I mean, I'm not alone.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Oh, and Tangible says that he really liked it as well.
Nice.
There was what did Tangible say? He said, the anime is boring and shallow with no character depth.
Ooh, see. That is one thing that I thought that they added more character depth in live action than it had in the anime. You had said you haven't seen the anime, right?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, and I love the anime. I loved it mostly for its style, whereas I did feel more connected to the actors live action. I felt more emotional connection than I did in the anime.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'll give him that.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
What about Minecraft news? We have been playing Minecraft.
We have.
1.18 is out.
Yeah. I've been enjoying it. Do you Minecraft at all?
No,
You
never
never
played it.
Join our new world.
Join the
It
new
just started.
Yeah, if you want to. You don't.
Okay,
no pressure. Live on the internet, but.
Join us.
Chat then
Join
like
us.
rises up.
Join us.
Where's our invite? Sorry.
But yeah, I used to judge Minecraft and think that it was like, first of all, I lived through those graphics. Like, I'd be like, this looks like shit. I'm not playing this game. I was like, I don't want to play something that looks like this, and like, it's a kid's game, whatever. And then previously, like a year ago, no, it was more than a year ago. No, a year ago? Yeah, whatever. A year and a half ago, I don't know. Early pandemic. A lot of people here got super excited about it and were like, we're going to start a server. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll play the stupid game. And I got so addicted.
Yeah.
Like, just deep.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I remember those times like at 5 in the morning. I was like, oh my God, it's 5? Like, oh,
5.
just another 30 minutes.
I just got to go empty my inventory.
Yeah. But Aura is in totally different places. Not totally different, but it feels like different
Yeah.
places. And then we tried to go on an adventure to kill the dragon this week. Couldn't find iron. So, you know, I mean, that wasn't the only thing that went wrong, Chris. But in general, you know, it was an adventure.
We can't give him
shade.
crap because we left him behind quite a few times. It was that guy who's like, hey guys, what about me? And we're like, all right, go do that, do that. And following along while getting like slapped around the entire time. Sorry, Chris.
I think, like, for me, I just don't play that many sandbox games.
That's fair.
I think that's why it wasn't the graphics that really turned me off. It was just like I saw what to watch other people play, and I'm like, oh, that looks like fun. But I'm like, I get overwhelmed in sandbox games. It's like
Is
the
it
game.
the Infinite Decision?
I think so. There's just too many things. Like, there's not like. I like the linear story games probably most of all, where it's just like you're following an exact story. It's like I can see the appeal of a sandbox game, but I get a little overwhelmed when I try to play
I'm
them.
normally a story person too. Like I play a lot of campaigns, even if there's games like Halo, for example. I haven't played the new one yet. I just downloaded it this morning, but I love the campaign. I've always hated the like deathmatch multiplayer stuff. Like I want the story. I don't care about killing people.
We should probably introduce Erin
Yes.
a little bit more than this so we can know why we're asking all these
Indeed.
words about games.
You beat me to the segue.
We're throwing game words at her face.
But I mean, it is. I mean, you may have noticed if Alex has popped our name keys up on anyone at all that we're throwing up all of our gamer tags for Twitch because everyone on the panel today is a Twitch streamer, and that's why we brought you in. And we were going to have OK continue here, but OK was feeling a little under the weather and made the right decision under pandemic times to not come in. Thank you so much. We appreciate your conscious decision to not risk the health of anyone else around you. Thank you. We will have you in again in the new year. So Kevin stepped up because recently Kev just hit affiliate. But we are Fungus Con, TerranRogue, Ruzilla, and GraveMortem.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But-
Shameless.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
We need a graphic for that.
Oh, and Crashes to Ashes.
And crashes!
Yeah.
I don't stream though.
No.
I just mod
Not yet.
a lot.
And you appear in my streams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also true.
Several of our
Couch co-op. But so we're going to talk about Twitch today and what got us into Twitch and whatever we want to talk about.
But if it's not Minecraft and those kinds of big sandbox games, what is your focus? Because you call yourself a variety streamer.
Yeah.
And so is that
It's, yeah, like I'd say mostly story-based games are the games that I play, but anything with a good story, like some of my favorite games is the Uncharted games and The Last of Us. But I love horror games a lot as well. And yeah, like some strategy, like puzzle games as well, depending. I've sort of branched off to a few different ones. The 4-person multiplayer games have been a lot of fun to play with friends, like Dead by Daylight, Phasmophobia.
yeah, you got me into Phasma.
Devour, yeah.
Like, oh man.
Wait, what about the times we
addicting.
played?
The very first time we played, Randy was there and took all the scare out of it.
Did he?
He was just screwing around so much that I wasn't really scared.
Okay, that's
And then I played with Aaron, Jonesy. I don't remember who else was in there the very first time I played.
Maybe Mega Steak Man?
It might have been Mega. No, because the last time I played with Mega, it was doing virtual thing. And I was like, what is happening? It's so entertaining when someone's in virtual and everyone else isn't, because you're just, doing a weird walk and shit. But like, you can like move around like this if you're in virtual reality.
Yeah.
And they like take the control off and go do something weird. You're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, bent over. It's like,
I haven't tried it in virtual. Have you tried it? Anyone?
No. Mega kept trying to get me to come over to play in VR, but I've played VR before, and I just know I can't last very long in it. I start to get a
that's fair.
headache. It's
Oh.
I find like the focus no matter what, because you can adjust them. There's a few new headsets out now that I haven't tried yet, but the last time I tried, you can adjust it so that you should be able to see it without it being blurry, but no matter how much I adjusted it, it was always a little blurry, and that kind of really threw me off as well and made me a little dizzy. So
I get super nauseous.
it's like I could play for like a half an hour maybe in it, but yeah, it's like it wouldn't be good for a long stream for me.
it's a
What's your
very weird-
usual stream length time?
Oh,
Sorry, Kev.
I think I tend to go for like 6 hours on average.
Sounds about right.
And so
Sounds
people-
healthy.
I know. People are like, you're still going? And I'm like, yeah. And people are like, your streams are long. But I just stream the way I game, the way I always game, because whenever I would start a game, I would be going for hours every time. So just like it feels normal hours to me. But
What first brought you to streaming?
so Captain Scruffles, my friend Catherine, we met. I want to say like 10 years ago now. We became good friends, and prior she would stream. And so I would go over to her place. I bought her a horror game because I was like, you're going to play this so I can watch you be scared. And I think it was Outlast 2 that I bought for her. And she's just like, well, you're going to come over here so you can be scared. So you have to be scared as well. It's like, okay. So we streamed together. And then it was just like, it was so much fun. And so I would go over and we would stream horror games together almost every week for a while. And then she stopped doing that as much. And then pandemic hit and we weren't seeing each other, and I just decided let's try figuring this out. Like I have an idea of it now after seeing her set up, and then I just kind of started streaming on my own and started building on it from there. And then now it's been, I think April will be 2 years since I started streaming.
Oh damn.
So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I think I started watching your streams just over a year ago. Oh yeah, because I just hit your hit 1 month sub on your channel. That popped up recently. I was like, really?
No,
Oh my God.
1 year?
1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, okay.
Where
that's
is
crazy.
time going right now? Oh my God.
It's like meeting the
Slips.
people on Twitch, and as we get that's how it's like counting time for us almost with the sub.
Yeah.
And we're just like, has it really been that long? It's like time is moving both really fast and very slow at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so yeah.
The last 2 years were a blur. I don't know what's going on.
Kevin, you also stream for a ridiculous number of hours at a time. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the face you're making.
Yeah, there's a couple I set out to it's just normal video games, but it's gotten to the point where it's essentially it's not so much a variety stream or anything. Well, it is in a way, but it's just a camera into my little place, and that's it. You just have to be hanging out with me for the entire duration, and the longest I went was 15 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
I started off with playing a couple games, and then I found out it was Keeley was doing his birthday subathon.
Oh right.
And
and you jumped in with him, right?
Yeah.
I remember that. That was
Yeah.
not that long ago. That was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, because I was working on overlays and showing how I was structuring stuff and building stuff out, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a break. Let's go just check out what Keely's up to and send him a sound alert. And so I pulled it up, and it just so happened that he was switching to me as well, and then it became this weird streamception.
Oh, that's.
So we just had a really fun time with that, and then he told me it was his birthday. He was doing a subathon. I was like, all right, I'll join you. Hung out till midnight, did that stream, and then we played games. And then I asked him how long do you have to be up for? He's like, till 9 a.m. I was like, it's your birthday. I'm gonna join you on this, and I couldn't do it. 6 a.m. is when I had to call it because I died 5 times in a row in Phasmo. Yeah.
Yeah, I think my longest stream was 18 and a half hours because it was supposed to be a 12-hour stream.
And you just kept going?
Because, well, what we did, I think that was for the affiliate anniversary. And what we did was that I was like, okay, let's play Detroit Become Human because I love the game, but I already know what all the choices are in it. I know how to get every outcome. So it didn't feel that interesting to me to just say oh, yeah, we'll do this, do that. But I was like, why don't you guys make the choices? So we had, every time there was a choice, I would pause the game and we put up a poll so people would vote on the dialogue choices and the action choices. Yeah.
That's
It was the way we were hitting the 12-hour mark, and I was like, I swear we're almost at the end, guys. We're almost
oh no. That's a dangerous game.
It just kept going and yeah, Jonesy was there till the end, and there is no easy mode, and they were just we need to see how this ends. And it took, it was I think it was 5 a.m. or something that we finally finished as the sun was coming up, and it was
Did you have people who were watching you? Was all right, I gotta go to bed, and then
yeah.
wake up you're still going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Crashes, hand in the air. What's
Hi.
going on?
Yes. We have from Lutz Mum, by the way, my personal favorite username on Twitch. We have a redemption for what is in the box.
Oh, okay. To set this up for people in the chat who might not know, so what's in the box is one of our point redemptions, and it will trigger a trivia question that Crashes will ask, and the first correct answer in the chat gets to pick a number 1 through 5 and win the corresponding prize underneath
Fabulous.
the box. So take it away, Crash.
Okay, this question is in relation to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
You guys can't answer.
Oh yeah. We're not all.
Oh, yeah, panelists can't answer.
Oh, right.
Especially you.
So the question is, in Gwent, there is an archer card that reads, "I aim for the knee, always." What popular game meme is this a reference to?
So first correct answer in the chat, you will win. And
I think really a Gwent question or really a Witcher question?
Not really.
kinda, it's related.
Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Witcher adjacent. Okay.
Jason.
I mean, someone must have gotten it, right?
Already?
I have a question.
Oh, that's.
I have a partial answer. Is that passable? Can you look and see if
Oh.
Is it
I think
okay's
if it-
answer?
I think I would accept the partial, right?
Yeah,
you
I
get-
think
if you
so.
get the main-
It's colloquially known as
Colloquially.
just that.
Yeah.
Wait, a partial answer to that question that we just asked?
Yeah.
No.
What do you think the answer is?
I know exactly what it is. I can't
Whoa,
say it.
wait
I
until
can't
we're
say it,
confirmed.
but you should have it because it's too popular.
I
it-
think they probably.
Yeah, Crash, is it the thing that OK Continue put in there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll accept it.
We have a winner. It's okay. What's the answer?
No, I want to know what his answer is. I don't want to give it away.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Tarzan,
okay, pick a number 1 through 5. And,
I was like, someone must be getting
oh, I'm going to
brainwave.
use this opportunity since we were talking about longest streams. I'm about to enter into mine tomorrow. We are doing a subathon for hitting 1,000 followers tomorrow. That'll be Chris Livingston, so Alany on Twitch, and myself. Tomorrow, we're starting with a base of 12 hours, and for every sub, we're going to add 5 minutes. We're capping it at 36, so a potential of 36 hours.
Barf.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even 12 would be like a lot.
I've done 14 just like by accident.
Just Minecraft.
I don't think I was playing Minecraft. I don't even remember what I was doing. I just started playing something one day, and then suddenly it was 14 hours later.
Box 1.
Box number 1.
Who would like to reveal the prize? Ooh,
I'm like checking my
Aaron's on it.
like my mic doesn't.
Yep. Yeah, come on.
Do I just
Prizes.
lift it?
Ooh, this is gonna
Ooh.
Trevor was online like forever. Yeah. Just wait for
Yeah.
tomorrow.
be. Congratulations.
Oh, damn.
Oh, dang.
What?
In the
what?
background of your very own game.
Okay, that's fair. This is for tomorrow.
Oh. That's why you were asking me.
Bye.
Yep.
How do you stay awake? Snacks.
Okay, so what? Oh my God. Okay, continue. You have won a Mandalorian statue. Yeah,
Oh,
in
man.
Beskar armor. So hopefully you're a fan of the Mandalorian because you just won a really nice statue.
Just do a couple of notes of the music that we might be allowed to use. There we go. That's enough. That's all.
One beat. That's
8
it.
notes only. 8 notes.
Stupid human tricks. Wow, yeah, congratulations. That's one of the better ones that we've had.
I mean, just because we like the Mandalorian.
Yes. Yeah, so Casey brought these out because these are the things that you can get me to eat tomorrow if you gift a 5-pack of.
Can I touch it?
This, yeah, go ahead. This one I didn't ask for, and I'm worried about. You know
click
about
that.
the death note.
I know of it. I haven't had it.
Yeah, I fear it. There's also gum here that apparently is 16 million Scovilles. I don't know that.
I'm not jealous.
No, don't be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one might be a goal-based thing if we hit a goal,
Barf.
which hopefully we don't.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
'cause
there's the where you guys are streaming, and then like right around the corner, there's water, bathroom. So you're set.
Yeah, I mean, I might
gonna
need
plug
a,
everything.
might need a bucket. Yeah, so yeah, that's how you can get me to eat stupid stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, I've done the spicy jelly beans as well because there's the Bean Boozled, like those are the gross ones, and they have spicy ones too.
Oh, didn't get the spicy.
Do you do
Oh, okay.
crazy stuff that your stream buds can redeem all the time, or? Oh yeah. Yep, that makes sense. Thank you, Owen. Do you do that all the time, or just special occasions?
Just special occasions, yeah. There's some stuff that can be done. I do have for 100,000 points. I think I've made it 150,000 now. Channel points. People can make me have the last dab. So because I have the Last Dab Apollo, and so I'll just go up and just put it on whatever is in the fridge.
Yeah.
And then,
So
We're talking about the last app from from Hot Ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
I screwed you over that one stream. Erin had it set. You were doing a fundraiser, right?
Yeah.
And at a certain donation levels, that was one of the things. So I donated enough to get you to do it, and then I redeemed channel points to get you to do it. And then you increased the price of the channel points.
I was like, it needs to be more.
How awful is it?
It tastes good. It's just honestly, I think
Oh.
I do have like
surprising.
a certain tolerance for spicy things now. I never used to, but I have definitely gotten to a point where I'm like, I can have I had hot wings earlier today.
Oh, nice.
Can't go wrong.
And I think I've built up a certain tolerance, so it's not that bad for me anymore, but it's because I'll put on a healthy
You
diet.
handle it like a champ. Yeah. On stream, it's just like, damn, all right, good for you.
Tears.
Yeah, you might get a little like, whew, but that's about it. Like,
Yeah.
It's not like sweating or anything. That might be me.
Yeah, I think I've just built up a tolerance to it, really.
I hope you know I'm going to be in there redeeming these, right?
That's fair.
As many as I can.
It's gonna cost you. So, okay, we were talking about game selection and stuff. How do you select the games you're going to put on stream? And how has that changed since like early streaming? What sort of evaluation methods have changed? What do you weigh out when selecting a game when you're going to stream it on Twitch?
I think it has to be something that I want to play. I think that's key. Like people can tell when you're playing a game that you don't really want to play. But at the same time, I do try to curve it towards games that I think will also be more entertaining to watch as well. So it's like, and you kind of you do sometimes watch the numbers a bit to see like what's more popular when you stream certain things. And then, yeah, so I do watch those numbers a bit, but the key thing for me is I have to actually want to play it.
That's fair.
So people are like, you should play this. I'm like,
When you say watch the numbers, do you mean like how popular the category is?
No, I just mean like see where my view numbers
Oh,
are.
what kind
Yeah.
of turnout you're getting based on the game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I do love horror games. It's just I'm definitely like running out of horror games.
Yeah, you play a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
What's your favorite so far?
I've got a few. The original Outlast, the first Outlast was really good. Like basically the survival horror games where you can't fight back. Those are the ones that are actually scary. Layers of Fear was a really cool one. Yeah.
That's a good one, yeah.
It's by the same people who just played The Medium recently. It's by the same people, and there's a sequel as well. It's not. They basically tried to do a lot of the same thing. I wouldn't say it's good. It's still entertaining. It's just not as good as the first one they did. Didn't quite hit the same notes, but it's first person perspective, and you're an artist, you're a painter, and it's just you're wandering through this house and everything's very hyper realistic. But there's really cool moments when playing it, there were times when like you'd turn around and suddenly it was completely different behind you than when you walked in. Like little things like that where they were just able to change your perspective to make you go like, am I going crazy? Was this here a second ago? And stuff like that.
And then they hit you with one word like they clearly is like, oh, I'm going through something right now because you walk into a room, you're in there like, oh, there's nothing here. You turn around, the wall has like followed you. You're like, okay, that's weird. You turn around, that wall's followed you, and it's slowly closing in.
Oh, damn.
It's a really cool psychological.
That's cool.
Or
Yeah,
like-
that's like cerebral.
Doors disappearing and stuff. Like you turn around and then you're like, where do you go? Turn around again, like, oh, there's no door. There's
that's
no
like a
doors.
There's a good and bad ending. You just don't know. Like, and I to this day still don't know like what caused the bad ending or good ending.
Oh.
You're just kind of going through it.
Did you ever play, what was that, PT? The teaser trailer that never went anywhere?
Yeah.
It was freaky.
Yeah, but
That was such a cool concept and didn't go anywhere.
It was really upsetting that it was like, to this day, I'm very upset that they didn't like follow through with it. But what was really cool is that it was just a teaser and it spawned so many other games to be like, to be made, just as be like, well, you're not gonna make it, well then I'm gonna freaking make this.
Kojima was wronged. So wrong.
Yeah, it was just a lot of people just being like, well, we need a game like this. And so I saw like a number of companies start up and make their very first game because of that.
What was the spawn from that?
Visage was one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it took a long time. There was a Kickstarter, and there was like a lot of that was one that it was like they were working on it for quite a long time. Because think about like the final version only just came out like last year, and then think about when PT was canceled. That's when they started working on it, and it was just like sing 1-2 people at the beginning, and then they slowly built on it from there. So yeah,
Did not know that. Crash, hand there.
Hi.
Hi.
We have a redemption for Ask Us Almost Anything.
Oh, nice.
Born and Crazed wants to know from Erin, are you also a fan of horror media, and have you watched the new Chucky series?
I am a huge horror fan. I haven't actually seen the new Chucky series yet.
But the first miniature thing that you picked out on all of our stuff here was
Chucky.
A little Chucky pop.
Yeah.
I never understood Chucky.
Why? What do you mean?
Doll. Just boot it.
He's a doll. That's fair.
Right? Oh, it's coming after you. Like someone get around it, grab it, and then it's like it doesn't have arms and like joints, so it's trying to like get back at you. So I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a threat to me.
I watched
Besides
Chucky,
the knife, I don't know.
Child's Play. I think I watched the first Child's Play when I was 9
Oh,
or something.
that is
Rough.
It was freaky. Yeah, I watched it when I was a kid, and it was freaked the shit out of me. Because
Yeah.
it was based on the My Buddy. Was
Yeah.
the toy. Like there was a toy that, there was a toy that was, they had 2 of them, and they made one of them, is like, My Buddy was geared towards little boys, and then Kid's Sister was geared towards little girls. Back when gender was just stupid, pink and blue. Anyway, My Buddy looks remarkably like Chucky. Like they definitely took that because it blew up like crazy. I had one. That's a whole story.
Is it though?
Yeah, it's a whole funny thing that happened. It's funny in retrospect, but I was devastated.
But what did you like about Chucky horror movies? Is there something about that connects to the games you choose?
No, I wouldn't say, because I wouldn't say Chucky or Child's Play were necessarily my favorite horror movies, but like I did see them when I was younger, and like I watched tons of horror movies when I was a kid, and there was one, my parents had me watch Alien for the first time when I was quite young as well, and I just remember I was totally fine
God damn.
with all the people dying. But then the cat went missing.
Save the cat!
And I started freaking out, screaming, crying. And I was like, tell me the cat's gonna be okay. And my parents were like, we don't remember. Like, it's been so long since we saw it. So I stopped watching right there because I just knew I wouldn't have been able to handle it if anything had happened to the cat. And I have 2 cats now. I've always had cats, but
Team Mocha.
I did eventually go back. And like the Alien series is probably one of my absolute favorite horror series of all time.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
Did you play Prey? Lots
Yes.
turned me on to Prey, and I loved it. It was
I
so
love-
good.
Wait,
Prey was really
Prey
good.
old or Prey new?
Prey new?
Yeah, for me it was
Newest one?
Prey new, yeah.
Okay.
From Arcane? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Arcane do a Prey before the one that's?
There was another Prey that originally where it was one of the first games that introduced like the whole portal system, which was mind blowing. And I was really looking forward to the sequel because it was like you're now a sci-fi space bounty hunter, and for a long time I was waiting for it, and then it just disappeared, and then the new Prey came out, and it was a completely different idea. So I feel cheated.
I really liked it because you could choose some different routes to,
Yeah.
participate in the story along the way. And my partner Tangible and I did really different things right off the bat, where he's like saving all the people and trying all the things, and I was like, give me all of the ingestible mutation things.
Oh.
And I got very quickly into the zone where I was like, I am the monster now. And I was just like using my moves to like turn into coffee cups and get through doors and do totally different things. So we
Turn into coffee cups?
Yeah.
Apparently I should play this game.
Spoiler for
Oh no.
It's fun that
God damn it.
you can play the game in really different ways, and I really liked that about it. And I think it's because in response to the scary, I was like, I will be the scary then, because it's scary. And
I was actually thinking of replaying Prey recently. I kept seeing it pop up, and I was like, I've already played it. And I try to do mostly like first playthroughs in stream, but aside from when I did played all the Uncharted's back to back, all on crushing mode. But I was looking at that
crushing
one.
mode?
Yeah.
Yeah, Erin's a really good gamer, by the way. Like, good at games.
There was one
Really good
scene
at
in
games.
4 that took 4 hours. honest.
I believe it.
Jesus. Yeah, you play on harder difficulties than I do, and I'm just like, damn, she good.
It's very stubborn.
Crash, your hand is in the air.
Yeah, we have our second redemption for what is in the box.
Oh, right. Okay. So first correct answer in the chat to the trivia question you're about to hear, you win a prize. Crash, go ahead.
By what name is survival horror video game series Resident Evil known as in Japan?
I know.
And while
Okay.
while people are figuring that out, we also have an Ask Us Almost Anything,
Okay.
which I'm just going to double down on. Again for Erin, have you played Aliens Fire Team Elite? I just picked it up on PS5 and I need people to play with.
I haven't played that one yet. I was initially excited for it, and
It's fun.
then yeah, okay, because I had some friends who were like excited for it, but then they played it and told me that it wasn't as good, and I was like, oh.
I've only played it. We did a LFG. We did like one session of it, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. But it's definitely not super suspenseful. It's more of
Okay.
a like bang bang. Like it's 3-player, right?
Yeah.
3-player co-op, and yeah, you're like you're a fire team. Otherwise, yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
But,
because I played
aggressive.
Alien Isolation, and like here's the thing I find with horror movies and what made Alien so good is we see so many horror movies and stuff out there, and where it's just like, why are these characters making these decisions? Like they have to make dumb decisions in order to get killed, and it's always just kind of takes me out a bit. But with
That's fair.
Alien, they made like all the right decisions and still died because that's how lethal
Yeah,
it is.
damn good xenomorphs are coming after you.
Yeah.
this is Fire Team is more like Aliens in that it's like it's
Okay.
marine time, like
Yeah.
firepower.
It's Left 4 Dead in the Alien universe.
Yeah.
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 Well, because you do get a flamethrower in Alien Isolation, so you do eventually get to fight back a bit. You just can never.
Yeah, this is all like heavy weapons, just fucking, they're coming from every angle. There's a ton of them. We have a winner?
Yes, we have a winner. It is Born and Crazed, and they pick box number 4.
4.
Oh.
Oh, you grabbing it again? All right. Guest comes in, goes to work. Born and Crazed, you have won. This is great. You have won a Filthy Lot t-shirt and hoodie.
Congratulations, Bone and Craze.
Welcome to the team.
Oh yeah, LOL for sure. Serves you right. You work here, let the other people win. Thanks, Erin. You totally don't have to do that. Okay, I had a question about, since we're talking about Twitch and streaming, what is the most significant way, and anyone can answer this, that your stream has evolved and changed from when you started to now?
Ooh.
I think for me personally, the most significant way is like the strong friendships that I felt that I've built on there. That it was, like you meet people all the time, you get to like chatting, but you see, especially what became fascinating to me about streaming in this time is, especially starting right at the beginning of COVID, is it's one of those few times where everyone around the world has something in common.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing.
And in some ways, I mean, this is a positive aspect of it, though.
Yeah, exactly. It was just interesting because it's like, how are things in your country? How are things going with you? And like, everyone has that one thing in common. So it was really cool, and just in that aspect. And then there were some people like Dietz. I actually knew from Captain Scruffles.
Okay.
So that's how I met Dietz. And then through Dietz is how I met Aqualung. And then through Aqualung is how I met the Unrelated Boys, and the Unrelated Boys is how I met Jonesy.
Hell yeah.
And it's just like all these people that I've like met through streams, and we're talking about how excited we are to actually finally like get together and see each other.
I can't wait for that.
For TwitchCon probably. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait for TwitchCon. I want to go so badly. I'm laughing because
We got
it's
to
funny.
squad together.
Yeah, I'm laughing because it's weird to hear usernames out loud. Like I remember back in the day when I was a kid, like playing games. I remember I met with a friend actually I met on the internet in Toronto, and his name's Dean and everything. But we started like, oh, do you remember like Ayami or coconut or all
Yeah.
this thing? And we were just sitting at a bar. People were just like, what are you? So usernames are great.
It's not
I
that much
like when we
different.
do it
than
around here sometimes too, because we'll be hanging out all together at night, and we'll be streaming, and we'll call each other by our names in the stream.
It's becoming more and more natural.
Yeah, and then we do it at work, and you'll just see you see you across the hall, be like, Fungus! And other people are just like,
Sup?
that's Kevin, you're being rude.
Crash?
Hi.
Hi.
So first off, just to go off of what Fungus was saying, one of my oldest friends I actually met online when I was 12 years old, when we like barely started getting internet at home. And we were playing those mud games. Do you ever play those where it's like text-based?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, I go left, you turn left, and there's wolves surrounding you, and it's just all a stream of text. One of my oldest friends, super cool. And also, we have 2 redemptions for Ask Us Almost Anything.
Oh, wow.
We need to put a timer on these. The first one for
It
the
hasn't
full
been
panel
good before today that much, so
is-
sweet.
What do you like the most and least about the live aspects of streaming? And the second one is, speaking of Alien, has Erin seen Alien or the short film made by local filmmakers for the Alien Anthology?
Aliens.
Those are the 2 questions.
There's a link in chat. That's something we'll have to check out later.
The first one was, what was it, most and least what you like about streaming?
Most and least
Yeah.
about the live aspects.
About
the
being
aspects of
live.
streaming.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I could-
That's interesting.
I'm trying to think of. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I would have for least, because it was. It, basically,
I
as
just
an
love
act- well, no, I was like having. Yeah, it's been a journey since I started. Like when I first started streaming, I was so nervous and like, it was such like a weird aspect. And as an actor, I had some experience being in front of a camera, but I still had like nerves with it, especially when, if you're sitting there when you first start out and there's no one in the chat.
Nothing
it's
but
just
this.
like,
Yeah. It's rough at
I will say if anyone's starting streaming, make sure you have your viewers, don't watch it. It gets into your head too much if you're seeing those numbers going
Oh, like
up
the
and down.
number?
Yeah, turn off
Yeah.
the statistics. Just get rid of that.
I have the viewers hidden all the time because it's just, if you see numbers go up and down, it might not necessarily even be anything you're doing. People are going to bed, stuff like that, but it's hard not to get in your own head about it when you see the numbers going up and down.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
And-
fair. If you get addicted to like needing it to go higher and that kind of thing, it can be detrimental.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was like when I first started streaming, there was so much about like, oh God, I gotta be entertaining, and it was like, I couldn't,
Did you always face cam?
yeah, always him. Because I always try to make content that I myself would want to watch, and for me, I always like to watch streams where I can actually see the person, so that like you can see their reaction, especially since I love watching horror games
Oh,
and
hell
stuff.
yeah.
Like you want to see their terrified expression.
Yeah. Yeah, like,
And yeah, it was just when I first started, I was so nervous. I couldn't stream actually without drinking. I would have at least like one drink just like because I felt like I needed it for my nerves. And then after a while, I was like, maybe this isn't super healthy. And so I
but it
started.
was like early pandemic,
It was also early
which
pandemic.
we were all
yes.
drinking our way
Yes.
through the pandemic. Let's face it.
We had a cocktail kit at
My
home.
God.
But yeah, I just slowly started easing off that and not having like alcohol while streaming. And now I actually find like I sometimes like my streams more when I don't drink. I'll still have a couple of drinks if I'm streaming with friends and
Yeah.
stuff because like I've always been a social drinker. But yeah, it's gotten me to a place where I'm like super comfortable in front of a camera, which is very useful
So
as an
helpful.
actor.
Oh my
So,
God, yes.
like I feel way more relaxed being in front of a camera, just like being myself and stuff than I did. So I'd say like that in the combination with the amazing people I've met through there is like probably some of the best things.
Least favorite? Having to pee?
Forgetting to get up. I've done 8-hour streams, then finished and been like, I never took a break.
Whoa. That's impressive.
It's like, that's how I would game. I would totally forget. I'm just so focused on like what's happening there that it's just like, I don't think about anything else. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, because the nerves thing was probably one of the negative aspects initially, but now it's just like, now that that's gone, it's hard to think of really any negatives, so.
That's great.
Yeah, for me it was like being myself on camera. Like a lot of the times, like I need to have a stream that's like built out, looks good, and that way like I'll go on camera, and then but that point where it's like the camera thing, it's just nerve wracking, and then I just stopped caring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And essentially, I was like, okay, my stream is nowhere near anything. I'm just going to stream making it live, and just go from there, and just not care about what people think of me.
Perfect.
And since then, it's been so much fun, and I've engaged a bunch of communities who've come in and hung out, and it's gotten to the point where like I no longer can work on my stream to build it out, and now so it's a very janky stream. but it's because people are asking me like, well, can you help me with mine? Or like, what can I do here? Or like just like asking for information. And now I don't have time for my own stream. Instead, I'm just like helping other people or just trying to play games. But I love it because I get to be myself and hang out and I put on a camera because you guys keep telling me like how funny my reactions are to things, like just like the weird sounds. What's happening?
Fungus
But-
sounds are the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It sound like a Half-Life scientist, like in PC. It's great. But like I would say the least is like that ball of anxiety that's like in my chest just before hitting live, like just or start streaming because I don't know why. Like I remember like
That goes away.
I know it does. It's still hitting me, but I remember like 10 in the morning. I was like, all right, today's like really good day to stream. I could go on and like just go the entire day, and next thing you know, it's like 3 p.m. and I haven't hit it yet. And I just watched someone else's stream, right? And then next thing you know, I'll have a friend who's like, hey, I'm gonna play this tonight. You want to join me? I was like, can I stream it? Like, sure. And immediately all the nerves are gone. So I've realized I just really love the community and be able to engage with people online because once you have someone to do it with,
Yeah.
it changes the game completely.
Well, and that's also something like you were saying. If you're just starting out streaming, to not have the number up.
Yeah.
Also, if you have people that you can game with, like that you can talk to, it helps so much. Because if you have chat open and there's nothing happening in chat, it can be that can be disheartening because you're just like no one's here. But if you have someone to talk to, you just like keeping either if you're good at stream of consciousness, awesome. That's not always the easiest when you're like that's something I struggled with a lot when I first started out was I focus hard on the game I'm playing. If I'm really into it,
Make
like
the,
if it's
the
a
Trevor
shooter
plays
or
a game
something.
focus face.
Yeah, like just like, and then that's not entertaining. Like,
or the playing.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that has happened. That has happened on stream.
Well, I think like for me, it was whenever I played games before, I was always like saying shit that I was like, ha, that was funny. Damn it, I'm not live. And then like now, that's just like I've always been like commenting back, like especially on the story games and stuff like that. There's always stuff to be surprised by, to be like. To be confused by, to be like, yeah, so many things to react to in like a story game, I guess. But
Do you find that you're consciously trying to like make sure that your monologue is external? That like any of your reactions are do you go, oh shit, I forgot to say my reaction to that?
there was at one point, yes, but that was back when I was streaming with Scruffles, because we'd be playing a game together and I'd be sitting there like this, and she's just like, fucking say something. She's just like, whatever you're thinking, say it. It's like, oh, okay. So then it's like, yeah, I kind of got used to it then, and then when I started streaming, it was
Oh,
just,
that's
like,
a great start.
reminding.
So
Good
she's
mentorship.
like a coach, yeah, that's great.
It was just like, then after that, it was just like reminding myself to be like, oh, okay, like, because sometimes I'll be running around and someone might be like, why the fuck is she going over there, instead of like, that's the way you're supposed to go. And I'll just be like, I just want to see if there's something over here. And I know that's the way I'm supposed to go, but like, yeah.
I think one of my early things about the process that I was least a fan of was discomfort with the technology, especially if there would be technical problems. And you're like, why isn't my sound working?
You should hop
Yeah.
into my stream.
Yeah.
Where I figure that stuff out.
Yeah. But then as you get more comfortable with it, I like that then you don't worry about it so much. And if someone says, hey, your sound isn't on, you're like, oh shit.
Oh, I have flubbed so many times.
Ross,
Oh my god.
I had a stream where I was working on transitions and trying to figure it out, and I went on a 45-minute spiel, like going through examples and trying new things, and then realized the entire time I was in a Be Right Back screen.
Ooh, that's not the screen
Yeah.
you want to be on.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I was on there for like 10 minutes, no big deal. And then I rewatched the VOD, and I was like, oh no. And no one said anything.
I know.
Damn you, chat.
I've had that, and I've been in other people's streams where I've popped in, and it's been like that, like something that's off, and like no one was saying anything. I popped into Jonesy's chat one time. I was like, oh, Jonesy's live, and I popped in, and she'd already been going for like an hour or something, and I was like, Jonesy, why does your stream look like it's in 360 bits? Like, it was so pixelated.
Oh,
It was so bad. I'm like, Jonesy, why does your stream look like this? She's like, what? And like, no one, like, people were in chat. No one said anything.
I mean, that's like Aqua's chat does that intentionally. If he
yeah.
screws up, they're like, don't
Yeah,
tell him.
like, you're not allowed to say anything.
Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, what's up?
Night Medic 83 wants to know, what is the most embarrassing thing that has happened to any of you during a stream?
Oh. We didn't do the anthology one. Have you watched the Alien Anthology?
I was just thinking that we forgot that. the anthology.
No, it
so I know
was.
there's the series. I know I've seen the
It's
movie.
a short film.
Oh, right, Alien.
I
There was a
haven't.
series of short films that were made, and some of them were done by local people. And
I
they're
think
asking
I have-
about
I
aliens.
think I did hear about the short film yet, and I just haven't seen it
You're
yet.
gonna
I'm
have to
actually not
look it
sure
up.
where to watch
If,
it.
There's a link.
anybody in
It's
the
in
chat.
Okay.
Check the
See,
VOD.
check it out. Okay, so then the next one was most embarrassing thing on a stream. And I think it sounds like Fungus has a good one.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Hi.
Do? Okay.
I don't know. There's a video looking way back in the day, where it was a Japanese video where essentially it was a person trying to teach you how to pronounce or like say things in English. It was for Japanese students to learn, and I'm not going to say it live because I don't want it clipped again. But essentially they were trying to read sentences as to how to ask for things like, oh, I would like a Coke.
Ah.
Now, if you guys know that, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to say it. But essentially, she kept pronouncing Coke as cock.
Oh.
Yeah, so someone I was hanging out with in a chat said it, and I was like, are you trying to mimic that thing where she goes, oh, I like some cock? And then they just clipped that one point. I don't, I've made a rule not to delete things, so now there's just a clip of me saying, I like cock.
That's fair.
gonna
I would
stop
like
saying it
some
now.
cock, please.
Nothing wrong with that, buddy. It's all good.
You mentioned the passing out, and I was playing, I don't know what the hell I was playing recently, but it was a couple weeks back, and it was getting pretty late at night. Oh, we're playing Deep Rock Galactic. And I just got to a certain point late at night, and I started to fade, and I was streaming, and I just biffed it into my pop screen on my microphone. And I was like, oh no. And it happened twice, because I was like, I gotta finish this mission. I can't tell anyone that just happened in case no one noticed. And then it happened again.
And then people, and the people playing were like, go to bed, dude. We're watching you.
Yeah. But I think that's mine.
Yeah, I'm struggling to think of something because I don't find I really get embarrassed easily. Like
Yeah.
I say a lot of stuff. I have said cock a lot.
Yeah, you have a lot of quotes on your stream that are, if you don't get embarrassed, then it's all whatever.
Yeah, because I'm like, trying to think of like physical things that like maybe I've done, but because I'm like, I've got a workout redemption, like stretching redemption. I don't know. I feel like the most embarrassing thing was like the few times that I've had the wrong screen up or something, and then
You know what? That's what I find the most embarrassing too. Because biffing it into my mic was just like, I'm tired, I should stop.
Yeah.
But like when I screw something up, like I've been doing Stream Raiders. Damn you, Aqua, for getting me hooked on Stream Raiders. But I'll like switch over to it and I'll alt tab to it and sometimes forget to hit the stream deck to switch my scene.
Yeah.
And then people are like, we can't see the battle, and I don't notice it because I just watch the battle and I'm like, yeah, oh yeah. And I'm like, shit. And that stuff actually makes me go like, cringy streamer.
There actually was one thing, but I just found it really funny. Like it was maybe I should have been embarrassed, but I just found it really funny. Because does anyone know what Alt F4 does on a Windows computer?
What does it do?
Don't explain it.
No. I mean, I'm not gonna try it.
Push it during the
And that's like,
It closes.
happen.
It like will shut down the game. And
Oh.
so we were playing. It was Scruffles and I were playing Resident Evil 6. And this was when I was just on a laptop and I was just using like keyboard shortcuts and stuff. So I was like, what makes sense for like changing scene shortcuts? And I was like, we'll just do Alt F1, Alt F2, Alt F3. And like me, I'm mostly an Apple. Like I've always had Apple computers, so I just do not know Windows as well. I'm like learning now, but I went Alt. We were in the middle of the game, and I was like, we'll switch to like the chatting screen. So like Alt F4, and the game just went bloop. Like,
How did you set that command like without shutting down OBS? Like what?
I don't know.
skills. Super skills.
remember
It's like when a
back-
cat walks across the keyboard.
I remember StarCraft back then, like being on like these multiplayer lobbies and like, oh, like it's not loading fast enough. Oh, try Alt F4, it'll refresh your connection. Whoop. For some reason, my like 14-year-old brain is like, oh, my game glitched out. I'll just restart it and then try Alt F4 again. And I did it several times.
Wow.
Just did not clue in for like a solid
That's
week.
rough.
Yeah.
I feel like, because I recently thought I muted and my phone was ringing, and sometimes especially being PM here, if my phone rings and I'm like, oh, this could be important. I don't know. Maybe someone's having an emergency or something on in the studio.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, I muted and it'll be fine. But I didn't actually mute. And so people in chat are like, we can hear you.
Space oh, they heard your phone call? Oh,
and the phone
no.
call was like, hey, you phoned me? I'm like, no, I didn't phone you. And they're like, you phoned me? I'm like, I didn't phone you. It was like this stupid phone call where I'm like,
Robocalls.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Why do we still do this?
I don't know.
Like, that's something that, like, does the younger generation do this?
It's because we grew up with it. It just was the thing that you had the telephone receiver.
No, I know, but like the receiver had that shape.
What
this
do you think they do
sign
now?
language? What's the official sign language for phone?
That's a good question. I don't know if anyone here can answer that.
Oh, maybe somebody in chat.
Maybe anyone in the chat.
It might be this. It might just
Although, how are they going to do it? It might be this. I mean, it probably is, because we all do it. Like,
Yeah.
But, like, it's such a weird.
Oh,
Hi.
Crash is made.
Sign language for phone is this.
Is it? Oh, you just looked it up.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, right. You're also our fact checker.
I'm a fact checker.
She's like, I came to do my job.
But, like, yeah, like, the receiver's gone. Like, is it going to be a new thing where it's just this?
No, did you see like flip phone is back, but now it's like the full screen flip phone? Have you seen
Oh, the
new
folding ones?
The Samsung ones
Yeah,
that
that's a
fold that
bad
just weird
call.
me out.
Such a bad call.
I saw the ad and I was like, no.
Moving parts are
I love
just
it when you
something's gonna break.
you watch those videos of people giving little kids a phone that's like, got like a rotary dial on it, and the kids
Yeah.
are like,
What is this monstrosity?
yeah.
Turn this
There's
on.
when OLED technology first came out, I used to work in sales of like technology, home theater, that kind of stuff. And we had someone bring in an OLED thing, and they're like, "Wow, this is the new technology." Is they had like a roll, and they literally put it on the wall and rolled it down, and we were like, "What the hell is happening right now?" And they plugged one cable in and played a movie, and we were like, "Oh!" So like it was cool as hell. I mean, this is 2003, man.
he was in the Matrix. Calm down.
Yeah, it was wild. It was cool. They stuck it to the wall and rolled it down. It was wild. It was super cool.
3-year-old seeing a dog for the first time.
This is when plasma TVs were
That's a
new.
great analogy. Like, how good is it? Like a kid seeing a dog for the first time. That's how good this is.
That was great.
Or a dog seeing a kid for the first time.
Oh, they're so cute.
Have you seen the cat seeing a kid for the first time?
No. Is that a, like,
This cat just like the kid's just right there. The cat's just like starts trying to touch the cat. The cat's just like no.
do I fuck it up? What do I do? I kill this thing. Oh my god. Oh yeah. What? Huh? What?
Oh,
said wait.
oh, Crash, I saw the video. Okay, there's mine. I thought your hand was up.
No. I've seen that. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
What games are everyone up here? What are you most anticipating right now?
Ooh, good
I
question.
have no idea. I have no idea.
I'm trying to think.
I've stayed. I don't know any updates or any new games coming out because I've just grown so jaded by AAA games. So I just wait for new indie games to pop out to.
Even
Oh
Horizon.
jeez, the last one I wanted to. For some reason, I really want to just play it for the sake of just the therapy of it, but like Power Washer Simulator.
Power washer
What about the
simulator?
gas? What about the
You know
gas
what you
station?
could do?
Draw random stuff.
You could
What
just.
about the gas station one?
I was looking at that one. I want to try that one out.
I think it was Dietz who was saying that she was playing gas station simulator, and like this kid just will show up and steal the ice cream. And they kept trying to like kick them out and like stop them, and somehow they kept getting in. And I was
Things
just
we
like, I need to
play.
check out that game.
So
Well,
weird.
honestly, it's games like those that you can play where like you if you just role play the character, it's great.
Yeah.
Right? Like like the gas station system, when the kid comes in, you're in like no camera, you're just using your voice. You're just like, oh, this little shit, like, right, and you chase them out. For some reason, I love watching people who role play their streams. It's just a lot of fun
Yeah.
because no one will ever act that way. So to see it come to life is like, yes, yeah, punch the kid out. Like, that's our ice cream. Like,
You were a real jerk when you were the goose, weren't you?
say again.
Goose.
The
Yeah,
goose.
you run around.
I've never
Never
played
do
the
stuff?
Goose
Yep.
game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played
Untitled
Great Game
Goose
Among Us
game?
and Goose.
Yeah, I've never played it.
But yeah, well, to answer the question though, for the most anticipated game, I'm trying to think because like I'm always looking out for new horror indie games. Like I'm always kind of like refreshing the horror section to see what else. But I'd say like I'm really looking forward to Horizon Forbidden West.
That's the number one for me right now.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I'm like, oh, maybe I should replay the first one. But if I do, I'll probably do it off stream just because it would take too long to do it on stream.
I started doing it on
You're
stream.
playing The
and I'm
Witcher
like,
right now, though. That's super long.
Exactly. That's why I can't add another
Yeah.
one that's that big.
Which is when I start, like when I first started streaming, I was like, maybe I've never played The Witcher. And then I played through like the prologue and I got to the
Witcher's so
actual world map and I went, the fuck did I get myself into? No.
The Witcher's been so much fun to play though, and like especially since I decided to do it without clothes.
Yep.
No. Daryl was up.
Geralt, I keep
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a very important distinction.
It's not a hot tub stream.
I keep having
not a hot
needing
tub.
people to correct me when I say like that. But yeah, it's Geralt. I found out like because I was like, oh, these new armor for him looks dumb, and then I found out
does.
I found out I could take it off, and I was just like, oh, this is just how we're playing the rest of the game now. And then there's that one like really early in the game you play hide and seek with kids, and it made it a very don't be afraid, children. No, he like corners like a little boy in a corner. I'm like, eee.
That's
I love
That's
I love
not
how you
good.
can just pick options in the dialogue where it's like, okay, like you kind of have the like yes, no, like sarcastic and that kind of thing, but like for some reason when you just try to choose like the most like neutral response, it's just the heaviest response.
Oh.
Like there's one you probably like hit that point, but you're talking to a baroness or something, and you're like, you just want to say no, and then you're like. You hit that button, he breaks the dude's leg. He's like, no, you can't do that. I was like, I just wanted to say no. I'm so sorry. What?
That's a super authoritative no. That's
Yeah.
Dow.
Yeah, that is. Crash.
Chat is really into redeeming Ask Us Almost Anything tonight.
That's
it's like
great.
their favorite thing.
That's great.
So we have another question from, forgive me if I pronounced this wrong, Maripapa? It could be wrong. For everybody, have you played Poppy Playtime? And if yes, what did you think of it?
I haven't played it yet, but I'm going to because
you're aware of
I've had a few people ask me about it and say like it's super scary. So I know of it. I am gonna play it at some point because it's.
I haven't heard of it yet.
Poppy
Yeah.
Playtime.
Do you know what it is?
I know it's a horror game.
Okay.
That's
I think
like
we're
I try
all
not to
gonna
look
go
up
home
too
tonight
much.
and find out.
Check out what Poppy Playtime is.
I'm just going to
Poppy
guess right now based off the name alone. Am I just in like this like candy wonderland and like going along as Poppy as I'm just getting murdered by candy?
No, I think it's
Makes me think it has to do with
somewhat.
poppy fields and opium.
Yeah, I think it's somewhat for like First Night at Freddy's. Five Nights at
Oh.
Freddy's. I think
I
it's
don't like it.
somewhat like that, but
Okay.
I'm not. I don't think it's the same style, like where you're just sitting in a room and trying to block things. But I think it's like because I know it's like a stuffed animal of some kind is what Poppy
Oh.
is. But I think Poppy's trying to kill you.
Oh, that
Is
sounds
my
great.
guess, but I try not to look up too much about those games before I play them because I want, you start to try to look up one thing and then you get spoiled or something.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, if it's a stuffed animal, that's a missed opportunity. Because Poppy Playtime made me think Poppy Fields, opium, like bad trip horror game.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
both.
Different planets, my friend.
I think a bad trip horror game would be amazing. It would sound something like what you guys were describing with you turn around, the wall's gone, that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, that's essentially what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a bad trip horror game, which I think would be. But speaking of which, has anyone played what is it, Senua?
Senua's
I think
Yeah.
Tangible might have tried it.
Yeah, because I haven't played it, but it sounds absolutely intriguing.
I streamed it. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you streamed it?
Yeah, I streamed it. How long ago was it? It was. I want to say it was probably 6 months ago, roughly now that I streamed it. Because I think it took 2 streams, maybe 3 to finish it, and
That's
then.
it?
Yeah, it's,
Oh, shit,
it's
I
not
gotta play it.
it's not super long, but it's really well done. Definitely need to play like one of those ones to play with headphones because
Yeah.
there's so much like the audio design in the game is just.
It's all
phenomenal.
voices in your head and shit, right?
But
That makes
it's-
it crazy.
But it's the way it sounds like they're all coming around you and stuff when you have
Oh.
headphones, like the audio design. I still have to watch the video. There's a video about how they did it that was described to me, but I still have to watch that. And that would actually be the sequel to that. I know is coming out. That would be another one I'm super excited.
Oh, wow.
Do you play less horror mystery stuff, or just like really like horror? Because I love Gone Home, and it's like creepy, but it's not like horror.
No, it's
many games
if
are
it's a story game and it has any like horror aspect at all, I'm
Yeah.
really into it. Yeah, yeah.
Crash, your hand is up again.
More Ask Us Almost Anything.
Awesome.
Question for everyone. What is the craziest or funniest glitch you have experienced in a game?
Ooh, glitches.
Wow.
That's fun.
Craziest or funniest glitch?
I'm really good at finding glitches.
Oh, really?
I have so many clips.
Did you ever think about being a game tester?
I very briefly, and then I found out that like the pay was kind of shit.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't as
attractive
interesting.
thing.
And also just the fact that it's like, to be an actual tester, it's a lot of just like, okay, go over here and just jump here
Yeah.
for a little bit. Whereas for me, it's just how I play games and the way I just tend to run into glitches a lot.
Ah.
I had one in The Last of Us. There's a scene where Ellie drops the ladder, where she's running off. I don't want to say too much in case there are still people who haven't played it, but yeah,
Right here.
she's running off
it.
and she drops this ladder, and you need to go and you pick up the ladder to put it on. I think this is probably like my 10th time playing the game or something. Like, I've played
Crazy.
The Last of Us a lot, and so I already knew this was going to happen. So the second she dropped it, I ran over to the ladder and it launched Joel into the air. Like, all of a sudden he just kind of like floated up, but then he just stayed up there. And then he just slowly continued to float up into the ceiling.
Holy
and I
shit.
got stuck, and I was just like running around trying to figure out like, how
What do I do?
I had to like finally just reload it. It wouldn't stop.
Oh man.
I really don't have a favorite glitch, but I just love glitchy games.
But you played Cyberpunk, right?
I mean, yeah, it's weird to see cars like on these weird tilts as they're just moving forward and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sure, but like I don't know, I love glitches. Like Grand Theft Auto 5 was a really good one when I was playing multiplayer. We'd be like racing around on motorcycles, and then like just trees just pop up, right? Or just seeing how some things just interact and like destroy each other. Or what was it? One, here's my favorite, PUBG. Well, back before like its current version of it, vehicles were really like glitchy, especially if you just ran into each other. So if you like ended up like bumping each other, it just did this weird freaking thing, and then you just go flying. And it was just like the funnest thing to watch because I don't know. I'll just play the A-Team music as we were just falling back down.
The A-Team music. Do you have a favorite glitch? Or craziest or funniest?
I think one of my favorite memories about having glitchy moments was playing an early of the Old Republic and just being like, I'm in Star Wars, and then I quickly turn around and I'm like, I'm doing the best thing ever, and I get stuck in like a crate, and I'm just like, guys, I'm coming, wait for me, this is Star Wars, this is exciting. I'm like, can't get out of the crate, jump, nope. Just maybe there's a pixel I gotta hit or something.
Destroy it.
And I'm just like, I'm in Star Wars, I swear. This is gonna be the best game ever, I'm sure. And I'm like, I just took one step into like Space Crate, and that was my life from there on. And then I just
man.
like,
I can
well,
only
I
imagine
guess
the perspectives of the NPCs walking by. You're just like, is this
Yeah.
Jedi okay? Like,
I'm gonna get it, I'm coming. Save a lightsaber for me.
Well, and there's a remaster for Old Republic that's coming out. So I'm excited for that.
How about you?
Play that. I think the funniest glitch I ever experienced is from a very long time ago. And it happened when Super Mario 2 was new. So this is a very early memory from my childhood. But me, my brother, and a friend of ours, Brian, were playing Super Mario 2. I mean, one person was playing. I think I was just sitting there. I'm pretty sure my brother
You're the
was
little
playing.
brother, you sat there.
I was just sitting there watching. But it was a moment, it was in like one of the levels where there was like sand, like layers of sand that you had to dig through. And my brother was playing, and I think it was a Shy Guy, was like this close to killing him. And our friend Brian farted, and the Shy Guy died. I swear to God. And we laughed our freaking heads off because somehow he killed it with a fart.
The power of fart.
It was amazing. Yeah, we're ending on a fart note. It was wild, and Born and Chris will back me up that actually happened. Okay, we have actually run out of time. It goes very fast. Thank you very much for coming in and joining us.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me.
And thank you for being here. Thanks everybody around here for making this happen. So a couple of quick things. So tomorrow, subathon, Filthy Lots, rather. First subathon happening because we hit 1,000 followers. So thank you again for all of the follows. Very much appreciated. Next week, Tuesday, or Monday rather, we've got esports again. Tuesday, we're doing a special Christmas one-shot, Christmas-themed one-shot, or Xmas rather. Then LFG, I don't know what we're doing. I don't remember. Oh well. The last episode of Filthy Talk will happen next Thursday, and then next Friday is episode 4 of Ready to Roll. Oh, and I can't believe I didn't mention for Nerd News that episode 1 has broken 100,000 views. So thank you very much for that. And yeah, subathon. Until next time, stay filthy.